Jayachandra Riona, your name is Riona, right?
Yeah.
I am. Yes. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Did you get a chance to look at the video?
Yeah.
Yes. You like it? Cool. Oh, are you doing some drawing or something? Or
Yes.
oh wow! Look at that! Wow, you make such a nice Santa. That's awesome! Awesome.
Thank you.
So when is the Christmas vacation? When it will be start?
In 1 week.
In a 1 week. Wow. Are you excited? What's your plan to do in a Christmas vacation? What will you be doing in Christmas vacation? Are you going somewhere?
Planning to go to a place, but we're not sure if we're gonna go because it's gonna be my brother's birthday. So
Oh wow. So how old is your brother?
he's 12.
Well, he can join our this class too.
But he was gonna join, but he has something.
Oh, he will learn something because anyway, this class is going to be very interesting. Hey, Jai Janendra Antara. Okay, so at least let's, because today's class the subject is big, so we'll start our class. Okay, and every time however we do, we always start our class with reciting Namokar mantra. So all together, let's recite a Namokar mantra. Namo Arihantan, Namo Sitanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loe Sawasahunam, Eso Kanchanamo Karo, Sawapavapanasano, Manglanancha Savesim, Padamam Bhavam. Okay, so okay, we'll start our class with Do you know what is the main subject or what was the lesson is being posted this time? No? Okay. So okay. So our first lesson is about Hinsa. Hinsa means violence, right? So Rayana, can you also understand Hindi as well? Okay. So we'll start with you. What is Hinsa? You can tell me in Hindi as well. That's not an issue.
Non-violence.
Hinsa, no. Ahimsa is non-violence. But what about Hinsa? It's opposite to non-violence.
Violence.
Yes, that is the English word. What do you understand by just the word of violence? What do you think? What is the violence? Yeah, you can tell anything, right? Because what do you think about it? It is your thought. I just want to know about violence.
Hurting animals.
Killing animals, yes, it is also violence. What else?
Killing.
Killing, okay. How about Antra? Okay, Antra, tell me, what is the violence?
Um, like doing harm to like little I don't know, maybe like cooking food sometimes because you're killing like the G's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good. Hold on, okay. Sorry about that one. So it means that killing someone, right, or hurting someone, it's a hinsa, right? In a very general sense. So, okay. And are we, can we avoid any kind of those, the hinsa?
Yes.
How?
We can only no, we can't. We can't because we can't avoid any because we're doing Himsa every single day.
Yes, you are doing hinsa every single day, but if you try to avoid it, how you can avoid it?
Like 1 hour of no walking.
Like what?
Like to avoid Himsa, you could you could you could you could drink you could drink
Very simple things we can do, right? It's okay. While if you are walking and while you're walking, you can just while walk you can watch and any ant and something will be not come under your food. Okay. While you're cooking, that means you can clean utensils and everything after you cook so that the ants and other things will not come into it. And there will
Yeah,
not
don't cook very much.
hmm?
Like don't cook very much.
Yes, you can just cook whatever you need it. Yes, definitely. Not too much over,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then even though if you're means if even though if you are just uh, do any kind of those activity, do not shower for a long time because water has a juice as well, right? So we can do means yes, we can.
Oh, we could filter water.
Yes, we can filter water. What is the reason behind filtering water? Why we should filter water? Do you think in the US you are getting a dirty water in your tap?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So, okay, if it is no, then what is the reason behind filtering the water? Yes, Anta.
I think it's just like clean water.
Ah, yes, you can clean the water. Okay, so one way it's really a good habit. If some any kind of those the dirty particles or something over there, it will be not harm to your body, right? So yeah, so that is a really good habit. But and then, do you know about okay? So our body or our entire Earth has a 70% of the water. Do you know that thing? And even in our body, we have a 70% of the water, either in form of blood or in form of water or in form of any kinds of those different secretions. Or so that's why we have almost like 70% water in our body as well. Okay. And water is usually only thing that it dissolves pretty fast in our body. So it means that, do you know what it means? It means that you can get, you can, means yes, you can get pretty sick pretty fast if you drink a dirty water, if it's contaminated or if it has any kind of those viruses, right? So that is also pure science behind it. And one is always because what we try to do it, we don't want to even kill ourselves as well. We don't want to kill the other viruses as well. So that's why whenever we do the filter and do the jivani, you know the process, right? So after you filtering a water, okay, whatever is on top of that, you will just throw again back to this the drain. Okay, where this the water comes up there, and that saves your, it saves you from many diseases. There is a pure science behind it. And even if you do any kind of those the upvas or any kind of those the tapascharya, what you need to do you know? Or what we drink it during the upvas time or during any kind of those the tapascharya, what kind of the water we are drinking?
We drink Gayalu Pani.
Yes, not only Ganalu pani means yes, we drink boiled water. Okay, it should be pretty much boiled, and then after it comes to this the natural room temperature, and after that one we filter it out and we drink it. So the reason behind it, do you know what is the reason behind it? The reason is that whenever you boiled it, right, and boiled it very hard, so what will be happen? It means that all entire kinds of all those viruses or any kind of those viruses or any living organisms into the water that got killed. But then they stopped it. Okay, they are not regrowing it because every time or in every seconds that the water in any kind of those the living organisms is constantly getting life and death and life and death. So that's the cycle is just a stop. It means that now your body didn't get any kind of those the viruses. And if you drink just the boiled water, after you boiling it out, put it, okay, so let it be, settle it down, and let it be make to this the room temperature. If you make an habit to drink during this the pandemic time, okay, you are guaranteed you will never get any kind of those the COVID or Omicron or any kind of those viruses just by doing that one. That is the best remedy. Is that amazing? Right? Even you don't need to take any kind of the vaccine, just the drinking water. You can just drink that the boiled water, not very hot one, right? Let it be settled down to the room temperature. Okay, after you boiled very hard, and then after let it be settled down to the room temperature, and then you filter it out, drink it. Okay, you won't get any kind of even not a fever too. So that is very easy, $0 remedy just for to avoid any kind of, okay, you are not catching out any kind of fever. If you're going out there, you should then after you should not worry about anything because you are saved. Okay, it boosts your immunity very, very fast. So, oh, we are just been off track, but we will go back to the Hinsa. So, who is doing a most of Hinsa? Yes, Rayona. Kavya? Oh, okay. Sorry if I misspelled your name or something. You can change your name. Tell me. Your real name will do. Okay, Antara?
Us.
Human? Okay. And Kian?
What?
Who do the most Hinsa?
Uh, the most Hinsa, human.
Okay. Anybody has any other opinion than the human? Yes, Rihanna.
I don't have another opinion, but yeah, human.
And how about you, Kavya?
Yeah, humans.
Humans? Okay. So I think you all are agreed on humans, right? But that is the wrong answer. You know that who does this the most Hinsa? You're surprised, right? Nigodyaji, who lives in a Nigod. Okay. Like if you're eating any kind of those, the potato, carrot, beet, onion, garlic. So there are the innumerous Nigodia Jivrashi in there. Okay, and they are doing most of the Hinsa. That surprise, right? That surprise you. Yes, Antra.
If we're eating them, then how are they doing the Hinsa?
Okay. I'm expecting that the question. So the thing is that okay, only we have man, right? We can only humans can think, or otherwise we can say Sangi Panchendriya. You know about all five kinds of those Jiv Rasis, right? Ekendriya means one sense. Okay, so after Beindriya means the two sense to the fifth sense, it's called a thrust. We already learned those the lessons. So in a thrust, there are the two parts. One is like Sangi. Sangi means okay, in a Panchendriya or a fifth sense animal, right? So in a Panchendriya, who has man or they can think it, it's called a Sangi Panchendriya. And rest of all are the other one are Asangi, means they cannot think it, they can just live by the nature. However, whatever the body they get it, according to that one, they leave it. But in a Nigodya will come under Ekendriya, or even they are not Ekendriya. Okay, but these are. So what will be happened? How this the Hinsa happened? So will start off those one and I will give your answer. Okay. In according to our Jainism, do you know what is the Hinsa? So they have very clear definition. They says rag, dresh, and agyan. Okay, so those kind of the bhav की उत्पत्ति राग द्वेष और अज्ञान भावों की उत्पत्ति को हिंसा कहते हैं. So rag द्वेष will covered under all three covered under the mithyatva. Usually means if you love something, that's also rag, right? If you hate something, it's a dresh, right? And if you don't know anything, that is the agyan. Okay. Because of those one, what is our nature? What is our soul's nature? Gyan, right? We know, right? So that is only soul. What is the very particular for about soul? Soul means our Jeev. Jeev can only know anything. Even Pudgal or other Rasi cannot know who they are. Only we know it. So what we'll do by doing Agyan, Agyan means we are killing our nature itself. So that's why it's called Hinsa. And that is what most of those Tanigodya Jeev will do. You know that how much they are feeling a pain. Even it's we can say innumerous times of the seventh narak or seventh hell's narki. You can just think about how much the pain at the seventh hell, right? Those the narki are feeling. That is even nothing. Whatever the Nigodya Jeev has, those the pains, and that is only known by Kevli. Okay, and that is what we already filled in our past life. We all come from the Nigod. That's why this is a path. I also don't want to now go back to the Nigod. I don't want to go in a potato, a carrot or anything. Right. Because that's why this is a journey to know ourselves. And it's very simple. If you know yourself, yep, you saved. You get a moksha. Very easy one. Okay. And in a simple word, what is the Jainism? You know that Jainism is just a self-experience. You just need to test yourself. That's it. And whatever we are doing to you, or whatever we are teaching to you, you know that means okay. Who knows? Who likes the sweets? Who likes it? Who likes to eating a sweet cake or chocolate or anything? Who like it? Oh, Kavya, you like it? Antra, you like it? How about you, Kian? Do you like a sweet? And what about you, Rayana? You like a sweet? You don't like a sweet? Then what do you like? What do you like to eat? What is your favorite food?
I don't like to eat.
You don't like to eating anything? No, that is wrong. You like a popcorn or something up there. No? Okay. So I am just giving you an example, right? So whatever we do, like, or if you read our Jain scripture, what they do, they elaborate about, okay, for an example, Antra likes a chocolate. So they describe about how is the chocolate, what is their taste, okay, what kind of the different kind of those the chocolate. And Antra was very hungry, and it was her birthday too. And she wished that, okay, I want to eat a chocolate. And somebody come and say, hey, you know that these many kinds of the chocolates are in a market. Okay, this chocolate has this kind of the taste. This chocolate has this kind of the taste. What do you do, Antra? Do you like to just listening all those one, or you just say, hey, don't tell me anything. Just give me one chocolate and I want to eat. Right? So that is the simple thing you do. So, and whenever you eat it, what do you feel it? You feel the immediately taste. And whatever the taste you feel it, can it be described? You can say it's a sweet. What kind of the sweet it is?
That it's like sweet. That's kind of all you can describe it.
You can just say sweet, but what kind of the sweets? There are various kind of those the sweetness, right? It's pretty hard to explain it, but it's very easy to experience it. You understand it, right? So whenever you experience it, okay, and that is what it's called a Jainism. Okay, you just experience yourself. That's it. Done. Okay, rest things, whatever we are teaching to you or whatever you are learning, it's like, okay, describing that the sweetness, how it is a sweet. Even though if I'm describing that the sweetness for a month and for a years, okay, what do you think? Will you get any glimpse of its test? No, right? You only get that the glimpse whenever you test it. It's a very easy, and you guys can do it. Okay, so that's why you joined in the Pathshala.
You only like know the taste when like you taste it, but like then you don't remember that you had it.
Yes, whenever you even though you take a pinch of salt and put in your tongue, right? You immediately know its taste. Okay, and just to getting that the test, do you know what is the chemical formula about that the salt? Okay, what are the other ingredients, or what are the filtration process, and where is the water come from? Do do you think that is really you want to know about it? What
You
kind
just
of
want.
the salt? It's something, right? You take it, you test it, done. It is the same way, self experience it. Okay, and that is what once you do those the self experience, and somebody say, hey, whatever you eat it, it is not a salt. And what you say? No, I know 100% is a salt, right? Because whenever you test it, what it gives you, it gives
Okay.
person confident, because whatever you test it, you know the test it. Somebody say, no, that was a sugar. And what you say, Riona?
Um, it was salt.
Yeah, it was salt, right? So does if even entire world say it was a sugar, but does that make you a confused? It might be a sugar. Does those things
Because
give you a confusion? No, right? Because whenever you test it, you know it is a salt, is a salt,
but it's actually not. You just picked it up and it's not salt.
right? It will not dilute your mind whether, oh, it might be a sugar, but it's a salty. No. So what that the confidence is, it's called a samyak darshan, right? Darshan means a shraddha. Okay. Whenever you test it, you know it's a salt. It's called a samyak jnana. Okay. And the moment, how, what are the momentarily you tested it out, duration of that, the duration is called a charitra, samyak charitra. That's it. Okay. So how the prolong that the testing, it's called, okay, you are steer into the charitra. Now the charitra is become a prolong. Okay. And how long you just need to be to attain Keval Gyan, do you know? Even less than 48 minutes into this, the same positions, in testing positions. It's like you are, that means choosing a lollipop, right? And how long you need to do it? Just up to the 45 minutes to 48 minutes. That's it, done. Under that time, it's called 2 ghadi. Okay, and you get the Keval Gyan. Does it very simple? It's look like very simple, right? What do you think? You guys can do it? Okay. No? Oh, it's just the testing things. Yes, I know it. I bet you know. Whenever you know how to do it, it's very easy, very easy. Okay. And that's why this is the today's lesson is about Hinsa, right? Because every time what we are doing, our swabhav is to know, right? जानना ही है मेरा स्वभाव है. And what we are doing, we are ignoring it. Okay. So what we'll do, every moment we do our Hinsa, we are killing ourselves. And that is what the Nigodhi Achieve will doing. Okay. But what they do,
Like
that the intensity is pretty high, very high. If they give a chance, right, to say, so they say, okay, however, whatever we have this, the world, that kind of the numerous world, they can destroy it. Okay. That must their intensity. And because of that, the intensity, they get the most of those, the power. Okay. And that's why they are rebirthing it. Because Nigot, you can't, even though, okay, if I'm telling you, if you open a butcher house and slaughtering millions animal every day, okay, what is the maximum punishment you can get? It is just the seventh hell, right? You are still not going to Nigod one. So just think about it, okay, how much that the intensity they do. And that's why they're still rebirthing in a Nigod. You understand? And do you know how you get a pap? Okay, anyway, this one is, okay, Kavya, tell me. Kavya, can you turn on your camera so it will be very easy and interactive for us as well?
should what?
Okay, पाप कैसे होता है? और या पुण्य? Anything, punya or pap? How we can do a punya or pap?
By like doing good things, doing bad things.
Okay. So for that one, you need to do something good or bad, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what about you, Antara? Do you have the same opinion? So, Kavya, I have a question for you, right? You are not doing anything while you were sleeping. So during that time, okay, what do you think? Okay, still you bondage with the karma or you are doing a pap? Yes, every moment you do. Okay, it is not stopped. Many animals can't do anything. Like I already told you, organisms, living organisms in a water, what they can do it, they can't do anything. Okay, still a pap and punya is constant process. They are building every moment. So there is a secret, okay, how you do it. You know that what is the secret? You are just getting a 1% punishment of your action, but the 99% of your intention. Does it's little hard, right? I will tell you. Okay. So let me give you an example to make it simple. Uh, okay. If you can ask any doctor who usually doing operations during their the entire life, he kills many patients. Even though does the government catch him and say put it behind the bar or behind the jail and punish them to the doctor? No. Why not? Even though many operations during whatever they do, many are unsuccessful and patient died too. Yes, Antara.
Because they were trying to save the life, and yeah.
Yes, it means that their intention was not to kill that the person, right? That's why they are not getting punished. Okay, but if somebody say, "Hey, I want to kill a president," what will the FBI will do? Even though he didn't even kill a president, does the FBI come and catch him and put behind the bar?
Yeah.
Right?
Because his
He didn't kill
was
president, even
he
though
want
he wants to. Their intention was okay. So that's why they cannot live into the society and live as it is, live as a free man, right? So intention, yes. So that's how.
then.
Yes, Kavya, sorry, your voice was breaking. You can turn your camera on, and these sessions will be really very interesting.
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, you didn't say anything? Then I was listening some voice, so that's why. Okay. So our it means simple way, 99% of any kind of the pap or punya, okay, we bond it through our intention, and only 1% through our action, right? And that's why, you know that, and that's why whenever we say in our according to our Jainism, karvu, karavu, and anumodu, right? To do or let inspire somebody to do or whatever the somebody is doing, and we are just praising and we are saying yes, we do. We all three people will get the same kind of those the result or same kind of those the karma. Hindi mein, you know Kavya Hindi, right? You can understand Hindi. So let me put these things in a Hindi in a very simple way. करना, कराना और अनुमोदना. अनुमोदन मीन्स वो जो कुछ भी कर रहा है ना, हम या तो उसकी प्रशंसा करें या तो वो जो कर रहा है वो बोले कि हाँ वो सही कर रहा है. दैट इज कॉल्ड अनुमोदन. तो तीनों को एक सा ही परिणाम मिलता है. फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, okay, during a das lakshana, Antara did a 10 upvas, right? And Kavya didn't even did any of that upvas. But whatever Kavya did it, Kavya says, wow, Antara, what the great tapascharya you did it. Okay. My anumodan to you. I'm really praising. you can do it, and I wish I can also do that kind of the thing, or that kind of the tapascharya. So how much the punya Antara got it? The same amount of the punya Kavya got it, even without doing the 10 upvas. Wow, that is amazing, right? And Riona say, hey, let me spread this the word and inspire somebody to do the upvas. So Antara was doing upvas, and Antara says in a 9 days says, oh, I cannot do one more. Then Riona say, no, you can. I know, I trust you. Okay. And Riona inspired her. So Riona also get the same amount of the punya, whatever Antara was doing, even by doing upvas. So you all three getting the same kind of the punya. One is who doing inspirations, or try to, that means give them to do those the work जो करा रहा है, जो कर रहा है, और जो कुछ भी कर रहा है ना, उसकी अनुमोदन कर रहा है. They are also getting the same kind of the punya, and almost like the same amount. So same thing will be happening in a pap too. Okay. You understand, Riona, right? Very simple logic. Okay. Either you kill some person or you give a money to somebody, and say, hey, go and kill that man. Okay. So whenever police catch it, does he only punish that the person, or they will also punish you too?
Mhm.
They will punish to you as well, right? But you say, I didn't kill. I just give him a money to kill somebody else. So what police or police department will say, even though you didn't kill them, but yes, you are an equal.
Like because they were both working together.
Perfect, right? So that is the same thing. Okay. And that was our subject. Do you know how many kind of, because now we understand what is the Himsa, right? So I will tell you one simple story, and it is in a Hindi little bit. I will just do Hindi in English mix. So there were two friends. One was a Jain and another was like a fisherman. Okay. So, and both were good friends. So what happened? You know that both were walking on a seashore one day. Okay. So, and suddenly that the fishermen see there are so many fishes lying on a seashore because of something happened, and that means okay. And he got happy. Wow, I wish I could get all the seas fish out of here once so I can sell it and making much more money. This is the good things. I shouldn't have to go to this sea and catch all those fishes. मुझे समुद्र में जाना ही नहीं पड़ा. And whenever that the Jain friends see some of the fishes are, that means Uttaraptithi. So what they did it, okay, they try to take one fish and throw back again in the water so it will be not get died. But suddenly what happened, right? Both will be just rushing towards those wherever towards the seashore where all those the fishes are there. Somebody from the back called them, hey, okay, your mother died. Okay, so both hear those the same word, and both guys or both friends rush back to their home. Okay, does a fisherman was able to catch any of those the fishes or
No.
pick up
No.
the fishes? No, but do you know, because they wish it, he built a karma of the seventh nerve. Okay, and does that the Jain friend able to save any of that the fish?
No. No.
No,
No. 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 No.
right?
No. No.
Yeah, but even though that whatever the he built tons of punya, and in the next birth he
His
become.
intention was until the boy told the parents that.
No, there are not something, whatever something good things happen to you or bad things happen to you, it may be your this janma's karma as well, his birth karma as well. Okay. Why we are telling them? Because we want to show you, or whenever we can tell about a big things, what is the big things, they will get it. So that's why we are talking about the next birth. But many times in the same birth people will get it. Okay. So there are four kind of, okay. So in a Hinsa, usually whenever we are talking to our perspective, there are the four kind of the Hinsa, right? This Hinsa is a perspective of human perspective or life, our life perspective. First one is Aarambhi Hinsa. Everybody say Aarambhi Hinsa. Yes, right.
Aarambhi Hinsa.
Kavya,
Aarambhi Hinsa.
Antara.
Aarambhi Hinsa.
Yes. So do you know what is Aarambhi Hinsa? Okay. No, right? So I'll just give an example. For an example, Riona, next month Riona has a birthday. Okay. So what Riona will start? Hey, on my birthday, I will wear a nice dress, nice new dress. I want to buy that one. And then after she start preparing, okay, she start preparing a list of to whom to invite those the friends, okay, and what are the gift she is going to give to that one. She ordered a cake. She like a cake most. Okay, Riona. And she ordered some chocolates and all those the stuff. So by making all those one, right, while she was going to buy her dress, what do you think? She go into this the car, right? Because the carbon dioxide kills many of those the Jews. Those the Hinsa hell will be done. Okay, even whenever those the clothes made, dried, and everything on during that making a process of the cloth, many Jews were killed, right? So that pap is also now been ledger or put it into Riona's account. Okay, so it is not still, it is her birthday and birthday didn't yet come. But whatever till the birthday, she do all those the preparations and what kind of those the Himsa will generated. Okay, that will be count as a Aarambhi Hinsa. It's like any kind of the process you are doing, like you are making a food. Okay, so what you start the preparations, right? You washing a sabji and then after you cutting it, okay, preparing it. So that's called a Aarambhi Hinsa. Can you give any other example? Yes, Riona. I already gave example. Every time we do things.
As if we were going to buy some stuff for like a person for for celebration. There'd be lots of Hinsa because when you're driving a car, you'd be killing a lot, and a lot of when you're getting the stuff, most of the stuff are like where the animals get killed.
Yes, so that's called Aarambhi Hinsa. Yes, Kavya. Give me one more example.
I can't think of one.
It's very easy, right? Do you like to wear a dirty cloth?
No.
No. So whenever you says, hey, I this clothes get dirty, okay, but I want to now wash it and next time wear it a fresh one. So washing is also a hinsa. You are doing all of the process. It's called a Aarambhi Hinsa. Whatever the process you do, you put that your cloth in a bucket, put it in a detergent, start washing it, then after put it in dryer. Okay, so dryer is making a heat, and in during a heat, many Jews will be killed, right? Even the one of a one centigrade temperature, many Jew Rashi will kill. Okay, but there is a difference between so much of those one. So whatever happened during that time, it's called the Aarambhi Hinsa. Yes, Kian.
Uh, uh, when you use paper is a Aarambhi Hinsa too.
Yes, it is.
Because
Making a paper,
paper
the
is
tree needs to
made.
be cut,
Yeah.
right? And then
Yeah.
after water needed to be processed, crusher needs to crush it, everything. So that is a Aarambhi Hinsa. Very simple one. We cannot avoid it. Okay, whatever we are doing, anything, we cannot avoid it. Only
We
thing
can
is that we can minimize it. right? I will just not use the too much of the paper and throwing it out. Okay, I am just using whatever I need to be. That's how I can avoid so much of those the path, right? Very first one we learned. So that is the first one. Second one is Udhyogi Hinsa. What is the second one is?
Udhyogi Hinsa.
Udhyogi Hinsa. Yes, Kian. Second one is?
Second one is what's his name?
Udhyogi Hinsa.
Udhyogi Hinsa.
Hinsa. Antra. Udhyogi Hinsa.
Udhyogi Hinsa.
Hinsa. Yes. So what is Udhyogi Hinsa? Udhyogi Hinsa is whenever you do any kind of job, right? So for that job, whatever you are doing, any kind of Hinsa, that will be covered under your Udhyogi Hinsa. Like an example, you are studying. Okay. So while you are studying, you need to use your notebooks. You need to use your laptops. So that is called Udhyogi Hinsa. Whenever if you are doing any professions or any business, and for that one, what they are using, and during that time, whatever the Hinsa will be made, it's called Udhyogi Hinsa. Easy, right? Now you understand between the difference between Aarambhi. Aarambhi is related to the process. Okay, Aarambhi related to the process. Okay, Udhyogi is related to your job one. Whatever you are doing that the job and whatever you need to do, that is called Udhyogi. Third one is called Virodhi Hinsa.
Virodhi Hinsa.
Virodhi Himsa. Yes. Yes, Antra. Virodhi Hinsa.
Virodhi Hinsa.
Yes. Okay. So what is a Virodhi Hinsa? Do you know what is a Virodhi Hinsa? Very easy one. Okay. You are taking or hurting any people just to defend yourself or defense to whom you love most. Okay. So that kind of the Hinsa we are doing for our defense purpose. For an example, okay. So if somebody comes, Rayana has a brother, right? And if somebody comes to beat his brother, and Rayana say, hey, if anybody touch my brother, and Rayana knows the karate, so he says, I will punch you. Okay.
My name is Rihanna.
You don't know karate?
My name is Rihanna.
Oh, Riona. Okay, sorry about that, Riona. Okay. And then Riona would fight to save his brother. So that is called Virodhi Hinsa. Okay. Right? Simple one, very easy. Even to protect our country, to protect our family, to protect our religion, okay, to protect our loved ones, whatever we do, it's called Virodhi Hinsa. Right? And fourth, yes, Riona.
I have an example for Virodhi Hinsa.
Can you repeat it, please?
I have an example for Virodhi Hinsa.
Yes, give me an example.
Yeah, like if a type of like snake would be biting someone, you would want to like kill it so it would stop like biting. So
okay.
Virodhi Hinsa.
Yes, that is a Virodhi Hinsa. Yes, Kian.
I have another example. If someone comes and if someone comes and does anything to my Chocomoku, then I will then I need to protect
And you will
them
fight to protect them, right? Yeah, so that is a Virodhi Hinsa. Okay. And fourth one is Sankalpi Hinsa. What is the fourth one is?
Sankalpi Hinsa.
Sankalpi Hinsa.
Sankalpi Hinsa.
Yes,
Sankalpi
mantra.
Hinsa. Sankalpi Hinsa.
Sankalpi. A Sankalp
Sankalpi.
means, the determination. What do you mean by Sankalp? Determination, right? You determine something. Even though whether you kill or not, it's not an issue. Okay? Because sometimes you do and sometimes you not do, but you determine to do something, it's called a Sankalpi. And that one gives you, okay, so out of all four one, Sankalpi is a very dangerous one. Very dangerous one. Okay, other three are okay. They can, but they are not that much dangerous.
But in the fourth one, it's like you're determined to do it.
You determine, right? Even though sometimes, okay, Jayce, I will tell you, Riona is pretty small and some big boy is bullying her, right? And she cannot even fight to because he was very strong. But yes, it's okay. If I'll get a chance, I'll beat him. Okay. So whatever she did it's a Sankalpi Hinsa. Whether she can do it or not, it's a secondary question. But the first one, yes, she got the path to doing the Sankalpi Hinsa. Yes, Rina.
Like if you want to you're really determined to kill an animal or something,
Yes.
and if you even didn't do that, it would still count as a path.
Yes, yes. Do you know why? Because the thing is that, see, for an example, uska bhi ayushya hai na. You want to try to kill someone, right? But uska bhi ayushya karma hai na? Okay, they also have their life karma, right? So before you will be get finished it, even how much you will try, you cannot kill it, right? But what you can do it, you can just determine to kill it. Okay. Why?
Even if you know it's gonna have like a bat, it's gonna be killed, and so you still want to kill it.
Yes. Even though, right, because you think it and that's you occurred, it's called a Himsa. Okay. So anyone has any question in any of four kind of those the Himsa?
No.
Okay, so I will start with the Kavya. Kavya, give me an example of Sankalpi Hinsa.
I have a question. In Sankalpi Hinsa, if you think of it just once, but then you realize that you won't be able to kill it, would you still get the pop?
Yes. That is very first we learned, right? Whenever we start learning how we can get those the pop, you know that you are getting a pop of 99% of your intention and only 1% of your action. You remember that the lesson one, right?
No,
remember,
if you
because your intention is to kill them, even though you didn't kill them, that's fine.
no
you still get it.
if you get the intention, but then you realize that you shouldn't kill it, would you get the pop?
Yes, you get the pop. What will be happened? Okay, so at the first point, that whenever those the pop was built, तो वो काफी बड़ा हुआ, and then after you penance, right? You repenance or you says whatever I did it was wrong. So their intensity was reducing. Okay, you understand it, right? Even though their result will be become a reducing one. Okay, that it's dull. Yes. Yes, Riona. What is
in a fourth one, Sankalpi Hinsa, if you do something, if you're thinking to kill one animal, but at the same time you don't wanna, does that count as one?
So at the moment you think it, you get the pop. Okay, at the moment you say, hey, whatever I thought was not a good. Okay, on that time. So whatever. Okay, that is another subject, and we do not have enough time. But there are the four kind of the things we can do whenever the pop will be done. right? And one of is a duration, another one is a prakriti. Okay, so the thing is that either intensity or the durations of that the result, whatever you are getting that result, it can be increased or it can be decreased. Okay, so that the fruit can be increased or can be decreased too. For an example, it will be very easy one for you, right? For an example, okay, I thought that okay, I should Riona is not a good student, and I should give her punishment. Mhm. At the moment I thought that, and I said, hey Riona, this is your punishment, do it now. Okay, and suddenly I realize it, and Riona has started those two things, right? And suddenly I realize it. Okay, it was not Riona's fault. And I said, hey Riona, stop it. So whatever the punishment I gave it to you was the long one, right? But suddenly it was reduced to it. You understand it?
Oh, so you still have the karma, but it's just a little
Yes.
bit.
Yes. And even it can convert too. Even pap will be converted into punya too.
Oh, it can if you do something really good, like if you give it back, or
So, okay, whatever in the stories we call it's Prathmanu Yoga, right? I will tell you a very simple thing. Okay, and you know that the story. Okay, do you know a snake, right? So snake कभी अच्छा सोच सकता है क्या? No, right?
yes,
They've always been thinking about to killing someone because they're always chasing to their food, right? Because of that, their cruel bhav, okay, they're again going in either in a hell or reborn as like a animal, okay. But you heard about a story about the Parshvanath Bhagwan, Dharnendra and Padmavati.
yes.
Moment at the moment, right, suddenly changed. So what would be happen to all those their paps? Their paps converted into the punya during that the moment. Yes, it can be done. So that's why whatever we have, right? So that's why we have our one, we call it a forgiveness process, or it's called a samai. And during a bhavana yoga, we teach you all those things. If you guys are attending a bhavana yoga, that is the same thing. What it will be tell you, even you know that very simple thing. You if you don't remember any kind of those the big sutras or anything, but before you go to sleep or in a bed, right? You go into this Bhagwan and say, whatever I did it, I shouldn't have to do it. I may know or I may don't know whatever the पाप I did it during the daytime. Okay, पर मुझे किसी के साथ वैर भाव नहीं है. Hmm? And if I'm hurting by knowingly or unknowingly to someone, I beg forgiveness from them. Okay, you don't know any Jew can forgive you or not, but your heart is getting more pure. And what will be happen? Okay, it will be reduce your, no, it will be in, or it will be reduce your bad result, but it may increase your good result too. You understand it, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. पता है एक, that was a very true story. So whoever has heard about Palitana?
I have been to I have been to Palitana.
Okay, so let me tell you this story in Hindi. Okay, तो क्या हुआ था पता है, वहां पे जीर्णोद्धार. डू यू नो व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय जीर्णोद्धार? No, right? So if any of our temple uh, it's damaged because of the time kind of the decay comes or not in proper shapes, and people say, hey, now we will rebuild it or we will do the repairing, okay, of our temple. It's called a Jeernoddhar. Okay, so that was the Jeernoddhar was going on in Palitana. And then after uh, all those the trustee guns, trustees means all those are trustees and very rich people came over there, and they have, however, in our temple, right, हमें बोली होती है ना, पता है घी और मण की बोली देरासर में बोली जाती है कि पहला अभिषेक कौन करेगा. 21 man, 41 man, 51 man. You remember, right? If you go to the temple, you see this kind of those the boli. So क्या हुआ कि एक धोबी था. Do you know who is धोबी? Dhobi means who washes the clothes. Okay,
हाँ.
it was just the passing through. तो उसने सुना कि भगवान का अभिषेक करना है, and that the boli was going in a higher and higher after the Jinodhar. It was the first abhishek of the Bhagwan. Okay, so धोबी के पास कितना पैसा होता है? Not that much, right? So what, even though during that time उसके मन में इतना भाव आया कि I should have to do a first abhishek of the Bhagwan. Okay, and उसी भाव में उसने वो बोली ले ली, and it was around few thousands of rupees. Okay, and Dhobi doesn't have any, even a few hundred of rupees too. So it was beyond his capacity. And suddenly he realized whatever he took those the boli, okay, it was beyond his capacity. तो उसने क्या किया पता है? महाजन, महाजन यानी कि whoever was the trustee over there, उसके पास गया और बोला कि I took this the boli, but trust me, I will pay you every penny of it. Okay, I may need it some time. And people know him because वो सबके घर पे जाता था, कपड़े लेता था, धो के उसको वापस देता था. So all people will know them. So they says okay, we will give him a chance. तो क्या हुआ कि जैसे वो घर पे आया ना, तो घर पे उसके पास एक गाय थी, काव, और घर में वो बंधी हुई थी. ओके, तो जैसे वो घर पे आया तो वो गाय अपने जो सिंग होते हैं, मीन्स देयर हॉर्न, वाज पोकिंग इन अ लैंड. ओके, वहां पे दबा रही थी. तो इसने कहा कि ये क्या पागल हो गई है, यहाँ पे ये क्यों कर रही है. So he just went over there and dig little bit of that. He found a treasures pot. There are 4 or 5 pots of gold and jewels and everything over there. Okay, so he just wished to do those abhishek. Suddenly, that means all those riches come to it. So what would be happen? Did somebody dig it over there and put it all those the riches or richness or खजाना पूरा वहां पे डटा हुआ था क्या? नहीं. That the meaty will turn, right? Because the land will turn into gold and jewels and all those stuff. It means that their punya become a part. So he built so much of those the punya by just doing those the wish, right? Okay. So that is what that, and that is we call the sankalpi. Whenever it, even though it's we call it hinsa because we are learning for those the hinsa, it is not helping to our soul anyway. So that's why we are doing. That's why we call it a hinsa, right? Does it helping to our soul? No. Any punya or pap, it will be not helping to our soul, right? It's obstacle to our knowledge. That's why it's called a hinsa. That was even a sankalpi hinsa, but that gives you a good result. All those the hinsas are not always being giving you a bad result. You understand, right? Result may be very good or bad, however your intention is. It's always derived with your intention. Okay, right? Cool. We almost done, and I'm sorry, but I want you to guys to do watch that your lesson, okay, and do your classwork or homework, what is being given, MCQs and that the quiz as well. Or do you want me to just to go with you? But now, are you very clear about this, the concept?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, right? Okay, so I have a very good, very quick question. Do you want to learn like this way, or I will just go over there, show you video and help you out with those MCQs?
Over this one.
Like this one? What about you, Antara?
Yeah, this way is okay.
This one is okay, right? Why I'm emphasis on this way? So I will get a more time because we have just the 1 hour in a week. And this subject is very basic of the Jainism, very basic of the Jainism, right? So, and I try to teach you that the entire concept in a very simple manner with more and more examples, so at least you can understand. Yes, what about you, Kavya? What is your opinion? I am right now doing a what?
This way is good.
How about you, Kian?
Whatever everyone thinks, that's fine. I don't care.
No, no, no. Whenever I'm asking you, your opinion is also count.
This way is fine.
Okay. So in the next class, we will learn. But even though whenever you are doing any kind of those the MCQs or any of those one, right, after watching those the videos and do your homework, if you feel any kind of those the difficulties, please email me or text me. You can get my number from our admin group or even your Pathshala group, WhatsApp group. Okay, you can text me and say, hey, I am not able to understand this the concept. Can you help me out? And I will. Right? Okay. So before we leave, again, if you guys have not understand any of those the concept, we learn. We will recap in 1 minute. 4 kind of the Hinsa. First one is Aarambhi Hinsa. Okay. Purpose
Yeah.
means the Hinsa during the process, right? Second one is Udhyogi Hinsa. Like it means that the Hinsa needs to be done to you do your job. That is Udhyogi one. Third one is Virodhi Hinsa. It is for your defense. And fourth one is Sankalpi Hinsa. Means any kind of your determinations or intentions. Okay? All right. And what is Hinsa? Hinsa means to rag, dresh or agyan bhavo ki utpatti. That is the Hinsa. Right? And what is Ahimsa? What is a non-violence? इन तीनों की उत्पत्ति नहीं होना अहिंसा है, राइट? whenever these things are उत्पत्ति आप समझ सकते हो, whenever it will be doing or rag, dresh or agyan, whenever it will be done, when it stop to doing that one, when it will be stopped, whenever you are in yourself. Okay, like an example, whenever you are eating a chocolate and just enjoying a taste at that moment. Okay, so experiencing yourself on that time, nothing will be and developing or happening, and that's called ahimsa or non-violence. All right, so this will be some of our this class, and we are closing this class again reciting reciting an amokar mantra. Let's join our hand and all together. Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddharam.
Siddhanam.
Namo
Ayayanam. Namo Uvajjayanam. Namo Loe Sayanam. Eso Panchanamokaro Sauva Pava Panasano. Mangalanancha Sauvesim Padmam Havai Mangalam. Jai Jinendra. See you next week.
Bye.
Jai Jinendra.
Bye.